The next question is by Reggio666 Crypt, aka Simon, and he wants to know how many books and how many DVDs, videos, etc. do you really have?
Yeah, I had somehow dreaded this kind of question to come up maybe. Nevertheless, thank you Raziel, etc., for asking it. It meant a bit of work for me because I haven't done a census of that sort in many years, so I really had to start from scratch. The easiest part of this counting was the part with my self-recorded videotapes, good old ones. I recorded movies and TV series on videotape for many years, just collecting stuff because I'm very much into movies, and so this came along. And the good thing with my video cassettes is I labeled them with numbers. So this one was easy. I went over to the shelf and I saw, look at this. I have 731 self-recorded videotapes, and the also good thing is that I realized I have to rewind this tape. Okay, I'll do that later. So, self-recorded videotapes 731. Not so easy was the thing with the store-bought movies on videotape, and also then of course with the DVDs, the major part of my collection, and now with Blu-ray. Movies and etc. on Blu-ray. So I really had to start counting, and Raziel also demanded or asked me for something that, for example, a collection like the anime series Noir, quite a good series, that comprises of 8 DVDs would not count as one item, but just how many DVDs are in there. So this is this. If you have a series like the Golden Girls, there are 4 DVDs in there, and if you have something like this, collector's edition with a bonus DVD, then this is 2 DVDs, the movie DVD and the bonus DVD. So this in mind, I come up with the final number of 1,318 videotape, movies on videotape, and DVDs and Blu-rays. Okay. And finally with the books, and that was also some counting I had to do. I have been reading and buying and collecting books since I was a child, and so some stuff came together, and I did not count the comic books like Walt Disney, etc., and mangas, and I do not have so many mangas because I grew up more with comic books and with graphic novels like Batman, Dark Knight Returns, etc. And I did not count those. They don't exactly qualify as books, they are comic books, and so the overall number for regular books is 1,334. So, well, maybe this is a little bit crazy, and on the other hand, I always say these are all the cigarettes that I didn't smoke in my life, and this is all the booze that I didn't drink in all my life, and I put the money into something else. And the nice thing about these collections is that I not only can watch my videos or read my books myself, but if someone comes along and wants to borrow something or wants to watch a video and he asks me, then of course he can borrow it, and we can talk about it afterwards, and maybe, yeah, we always have a fun time then. And so it's all about sharing. You know, the greatest treasure isn't worth anything if you can't share it with anyone, and this goes for stuff like this too, for movies, for books, etc.
Wow, that's a lot. I have to remember to bring him back some of his DVDs and books because I still have them lying around in my house. So, Truedantalion, the next question is from QATSI, aka Steve, and he wants to know, what is your favorite movie of the 20th century?
Movies. Very good question, and very much suited to the one we had before. Steve, I have been watching quite a few movies during the 20th century while I was alone, and it was really hard to pinpoint it down to one single particular movie that I liked the most, which would be my favorite. But I nailed 2, not 1 but 2, which is pretty good for me. And so let me present to you the 2 that I would name for a very special reason, that they are my kind of favorites. First of all, we have a major thriller which was made with very, very simple means and with a very basic story, but which glued me to the screen, the TV screen, when I first saw it. I think I was a child, I was 13 or so back then, 13, 14, and was in German television. And this was a nail-biter. And a few weeks later, there was a rerun on another station, and I watched it again, and I told all my friends about it, and they watched it too, and they liked it very much too. It is, Brownie, would you please? Look who's here. Hello. Yeah, careful, careful. It is, move a little closer. Very good. It is the movie Duel in German, the first movie that Steven Spielberg made back in 1971, if I'm not mistaken. It is a nail-biter. It is, as I said, a basic story, as basic as it can be. Just one little situation that goes wrong, and that the main character, the guy in the movie, has to suffer from all day long. And it ends with an apocalyptic end fight where, as it is said in Highlander, there can be only one. Okay, thank you, Brownie. You could get us the other one, okay? Yeah, and the other one, here we go, is a movie, I hope you can see this, QATSI. This is something completely different, absolutely completely different. It's a movie that has no actors, that has no story, that has, basically that is just kind of an experience. A movie that was put together with stunning, really stunning photography, cinematography of sorts, landscapes, nature in opposition to man-made civilization and the things that we do, skyscrapers and highways and industry, etc., etc. It's hard to describe, really hard to describe. It is a majorly good movie. It has tremendously great music written by Philip Glass, and if you once have heard the title track, you will never forget that. QATSI is a word from the Hopi language and means world not in balance, something like this. It's a state that is not healthy, and this is depicted here. The huge difference between natural balance, as it should be, and the thing that the human civilization does, so we are able to exist the way we do, and yet it throws kind of the balance out of whack that we have. A majorly great movie, great to watch in cinemas, really, and also on your TV screen. It's really an experience. You should check this one out. So, one major thriller and one major experience movie. I hope, I hope I gave you some good idea what you might watch next time. Thank you, Brownie. Okay, and we can go for the next question.
Thank you, Brownie. But I really don't know both of these movies. But the last one sounds so interesting, you have to borrow it to me. And so I will go on to the next question. It's from Team Whittington. And he would like to know, if you could be any drink, what would it be?
Yeah, okay. Cool question. I have never been asked that before, but you know, this guy, Team Whittington, makeshift, really, he asked me that, what drink would you like to be? Okay, I had to think about that, and then I thought